Welcome, myth lovers. Today we're diving into a story about beauty, vanity, and, well, falling in love with yourself. Literally. Ever heard the term narcissist? It all starts with a guy named Narcissus, a figure from Greek mythology whose looks were so mesmerizing he could make a mirror blush. But wait, there's more to the story than just good looks. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this. So, Narcissus. Not just a mythological heartthrob, but also the name of a flower. Ever heard of a daffodil? Yep. That's a Narcissus too. Now, scholars can't agree on whether the flower was named after the guy or the guy after the flower. But one thing's for sure. They both look great. Narcissus's name comes from Greek etymology, which makes sense because, well, it's a Greek story. Fancy. Narcissus wasn't just any guy. He had some divine parentage. In most stories, his dad was Cephissus, a river god, and his mom, Liriope, a nymph. But hold on. Nassicus, another mythologist, decided to mix it up and say his mom was Selene, the moon goddess, and his dad was Endymion, a mortal. Talk about complicated family reunions. Ovid's version, Echo and Narcissus. Let's get into the juicy part, starting with the version by Ovid, because when it comes to ancient drama, Ovid never disappoints. So, Narcissus's mom decided to consult Tiresias, the famous blind seer, to ask about her son's future. Tiresias said, "He'll live a long life as long as he never knows himself." Uh-oh, sounds like trouble ahead. Fast forward to Narcissus's teenage years. He's, of course, ridiculously good-looking, and people are falling for him left and right. But Narcissus? Nope. He's not interested in anyone. Enter Echo, a nymph who could only repeat the last words spoken to her. Thanks to Hera, who cursed her for gossiping while Zeus... well, you know, Zeus stuff. Poor Echo fell for Narcissus hard, but all she could do was repeat his words. When she tried to hug him, he was like, "No thanks," and rejected her, harshly. Echo, heartbroken, wasted away until only her voice was left. Yeah, that's right. The echo you hear in the mountains, that's her. Now, here's where karma shows up. Nemesis, the goddess of revenge, heard about all the hearts Narcissus broke, and she wasn't having it. So she cursed him. Big time. Narcissus was doomed to fall in love with someone who could never love him back. Who? Oh, just his own reflection. One day, Narcissus looked into a pool of water and saw his reflection. Boom. Instant love. But like anyone who's ever tried to date their own reflection knows, it didn't go well. He couldn't touch it, talk to it, or take it out to dinner. Tragic, right? He wasted away staring at his own face. And in the end, he either died heartbroken or turned into a flower, depending on which version you prefer. Either way, dude definitely learned the hard way about vanity. Now, there's another version by Pausanias, and this one's a little less self-obsessed. He says Narcissus wasn't in love with his reflection. He was mourning his twin sister who had passed away. Apparently, they looked exactly alike, and staring into the water reminded him of her. It's a more heartwarming version, but no flower ending here. Narcissus didn't just leave a mark on Greek mythology. He became a symbol for something much bigger. The term Narcissism. Yep, that's from him. Sigmund Freud took this myth and used it in psychoanalysis to describe people with extreme self-love, or as we might call them today, Instagram influencers. Just kidding. From art to psychology, Narcissus's story has been told and retold as a cautionary tale about vanity. So the next time you check your reflection, just remember, don't fall in love with it. And that's the story of Narcissus, the guy who loved himself a little too much. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below, and tell us which myth we should cover next. Just don't stare at your screen too long, okay? You don't want to pull a Narcissus on us? See you in the next one.